difficulties. Please stay tuned and join us for this exhilarating show.
Yes.
Why? Oh,
Something just ain't
ain't
right. Yeah.
right. What happened?
Nothing. Okay, let's go ahead on. I mean, we're live on
Turn up,
Facebook.
turn up.
I don't know if Radio Land can hear us. If somebody has our numbers, let us know.
Call in if you have any technical. So, how was your weekend, Qiana?
I was kind of sick this weekend. So I was a little man down for the majority part of it.
Man down.
Yes. How was yours?
It was turnt. It was a very turnt weekend. Big shouts out to Social Sundays. Naps. So
Because they have social Sundays at the factory, right?
yes,
And
it's
it's with
becoming bigger and bigger. Last night, couple hot young men out there, artists, females, whatever, doing their thing.
Okay. All right. Who was it? Do you know? Do you remember the artist?
Yes, two way records or two-way entertainment.
Okay.
They had their crews out there doing their thing. So
Mm-hmm.
some nice music. I mean, I was entertained and shocked. Surprised, great clarity, great presence on stage. It was some good performances going on
Yeah, I know they do this every Sunday, right?
every Sunday.
And then they
Yes,
have like a spotlight with
yeah,
the artists
spotlight
that
artists.
come in there, and then they invite
Yeah,
their people out.
yeah,
They
that was
come and
it
see,
was
hit the
big. Yeah, it was big.
stage.
It was big.
Oh, that's really good. I'm all about the music.
You are.
I'm definitely all about the music. If I'm nothing else,
Yeah, you do like music.
I love
Speaking
music.
of music, Kodak Black was rearrested.
Yes, and he has said he's not guilty. But I mean, I guess who's supposed to say, Yana, I'm guilty?
What he got arrested for?
Drug charges.
Yeah, I mean,
He's so young too.
pray for Kodak.
That's all you can say. So when you're looking at somebody who's successful, right? And you think they have it all together. But again, if you don't have the tools
Yes.
that you need to change your past, it doesn't matter what change your life from your past.
Yeah.
Is that you still get caught in a rat race like everybody else who have an addiction problem.
So what happened with money don't stop addiction.
No, it does not.
Money enhances addiction
because you can get better drugs.
You can do whatever you want
right
when you got money. So what I was gonna say is that with this particular, like, there is no artist development. These artists started out young, and they used to develop the artists, had the artists go to like classes, financial literacy. Woo, 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 woo.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, fancy.
There is no artist development
mm-hmm.
for these artists, so they kind of just out there on their own. They just got to fend for themselves. Their managers, their record labels, their family and their friends is really, and sometimes
But it's not even that. Sometimes even because I know that there are some type of artist development that they do have still. But what happened is people have to want to listen. And then what happened is when when you're an independent artist and come in and then you made your money without a label or without a team, then you think that you know everything. Yeah. And then what happens is, and it's really good kudos to you if you can
pull it together.
If you can penetrate the industry without a really good team, but you need a team to sharpen your skills. You know what I mean? Like I heard one day, even the best athletes have a coach.
No, even the best athletes have a coach. Even the best business. I can repeat it.
I know,
but even the best businessmen still have mentors.
Yes, because again, there's
millionaires
still have
mentors.
Yes, they do, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are like billionaires, but they are successful too.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so the coach is not always the fastest person.
No,
Oh,
sometimes the coach is not even an athlete.
right, but the coach can
He
get
probably
you
used to be an athlete.
or just know the sport and know what you need to do.
Listen, I told somebody Elon Musk is not a rocket scientist. He hires rocket scientists.
Yes.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? The coach don't necessarily play the game.
This is true. This is true. So you gotta say that.
Mm-hmm.
But all we can do is pray for him and hope that he
Yeah.
get himself together.
Yeah, it's really a lot going on in the whole entertainment world. It's so
Mhm.
much going on, and Kodak was just the top of the T.
I know because the entertainment has
It's going
been
crazy.
because you seen Russell Simmons.
No, I
Did you
didn't.
see he kind of spoke out about his allegations?
Uh,
And he was just saying that like he came up in the era
uh,
where, did he speak to women rude? Probably. He was like, I did. I was in Def Jam era. And he was like, if you slept with as many women as I slept with, like he came out, he was like, I slept with thousands of women. You know what I mean? And he was like, but the narrative that was painted basically from what I got from his interview, he was like, nobody told you that I took 9 lie detector tests. Nobody said that for every allegation that was put out there.
wow. He took
You
9 lie detector tests.
yes.
I wonder what's making him come out and talk about it now.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because he's about to come out with something else. A good PR person, when you look at like sometimes you need to
Yeah.
fit some stuff out. You don't want to take anything from anybody that's a
Mm.
victim because your perception is your reality. And he kind of said that, like, I remember it different than you did. I don't want to take anything from anybody. And I
Mm.
don't want to quote him verbatim because I just saw small clips of
Pieces
it.
of it, yeah.
And I didn't get to watch the entire interview. But I will tell you this: our culture was a lot different back then than it is now.
I agree with that. I
You
agree with that. But
you
they
have
judge you by today's standard of
right,
what you did yesterday.
right.
You understand what I mean?
This is true, and I do think I don't know how fair it is. What do you say? Because I don't want.
I mean, it's a double edged sword.
Because now you know better, you do better,
Yeah,
right?
but then, even though society was different, right? Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that people getting hemmed up by right now was regular, common, everyday occurrences. And I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but it was how society was. Things
You
were okay. That's not okay right now.
right. It
You know what I
is
mean?
because I remember going to Black Beach, right?
I remember, yeah, all that,
I
all that. I
remember
went to
going to
Black Beach.
Black Beach,
Yes.
and then I'm like, yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. That would not fly right now.
right. And I mean, to be honest, it didn't fly with me then, right?
I mean, with society,
But
society allowed it.
yeah, it did.
You get what
But
I'm saying?
so what happened is, I'm walking down the beach, I get smacked on my behind. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait, hold on. I don't like it, but I'm not like screaming, rape or something like, you know what I mean? There's some things that
And just think if that was Russell Simmons,
right. And at
and
this
you remember
point,
it was Russell. I was
oh,
at Black Beach Week and Russell slapped me on my
right.
for real.
And now
Yeah, and to come around,
and now I'm screaming for the allegations.
it's pressure.
It really is. And then so since we're talking about the industry and everything else, everything about P. Diddy is still like unfolding and coming out. And you seen about the 17-year-old girl who she alleged also, and we're saying alleged because none
It's
of
all of
the
the allegations.
all allegations at this point in
Yeah,
time.
'cause
And she
we weren't there.
no, we was
We
not.
missed the Diddy party. He did not attend.
And so with this one, with the 17-year-old girl who was flown out, or flew out, as they would say, or whatever, and she was there, and she said that she was raped and
By Diddy or somebody
by
else?
Diddy, right? And so with that coming back, now here we go. Is I want to ask, where was her parents?
I mean, the parents ain't really got nothing to do with it
No, no,
as
no.
far
As a
as,
17-year-old.
but like I was 17 and my parents ain't have nothing to do with what I was doing as a 17-year-old, because sometimes people
Good
just
morning, Sharonda.
sometimes they can't be even blamed for what I did.
No, no, I'm
You get
not
what I'm saying?
blaming,
They
but
can't,
I'm just
because
asking when it, because
at that time, people feel they're grown. They're on the cusp of being an adult. 16, 17, those some tough years to be a parent, because that's when, you know what I'm saying, boys grow a little hair on their chin and girls, get a little peach fuzz. It's hard to like get your hands on a 17, 16
see,
year old.
maybe I'm looking at when my daughter was 16 and
But you
17.
had your hands on her the
Yeah,
whole
she.
time. You see what I'm saying? You ain't let her go and she ain't come back. Okay, now you can go.
Yeah, no, no, no. I didn't let my 17-year-old fly nowhere without me.
No, you can't even book a flight without. But
My 27-year-old at this point, and I mean, she traveled without me, but she can't travel without me at this
adults
point.
will facilitate this stuff. So you got
Yeah.
to remember, this was sometimes a different world,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes the enablers or whoever facilitated these things, and it just was going down.
Right. I mean, this I'm gonna tell you is that all of this is crazy.
It is.
And we're just gonna watch it unfold. You never want to be unsensitive to anybody
Either side. That's right.
on
That's
either
right.
side, because we don't know what happened. Um, and you're right. We've all been teenagers.
Yeah, we was.
When I was 17, I could tell you right there that I lied to get in the club. Right, I remember going to Club Atlanta
I was going to say I was in the club probably about 17, 18,
at
if
17.
not 16.
I lied to get in Club Atlanta. Told them I was from Atlanta. Didn't know nothing about Atlanta.
You
Right.
know where Atlanta was at?
I just knew it was in Georgia, but I didn't know nothing about Buckhead. I didn't know nothing about College Park, like none of that. And so I'm in the club. True story. I'm in the club, and then the guy who let me in, he not trying to talk to me because I told him I left my ID. I'm out of town, here for the holidays, yada 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 yada. He was like, "What part of Atlanta you from?" Luckily, my cousin came and got me because I couldn't answer that question. But I also met celebrities that night who tried to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who I exchanged numbers to that was grown. You know what I mean? And I clearly lied to them through the whole thing. And then they also thought that I was of age because I was somewhere where grown up somebody should have been 18 and older to be in.
It should have been safeguards in place so that a underage person or young female, anybody, couldn't even get in. And so the people who are inside feel everybody's been checked. Everybody's ID has been checked. Everybody,
Right.
you get what I'm saying? So who knows? It's a wild, wild world. And because I was telling you one time, I remember listening to BBD.
Mhm.
Remember BBD?
Yes.
Remember Poison? You know the last verse of Poison?
That girl is fun.
Hi, sugar pie, hi. I like to do the wild thing.
Yeah.
As underage, adolescent.
Yeah.
The man said underage adolescence.
Yeah.
Action takes place. I like to do the wild thing. This was like a platinum song. I was a child then listening to that.
This is true.
This was a platinum song by platinum artists. That's why I say the world was so different.
It was.
It was just like they still don't get flack about this.
Right.
Whoever they don't say nobody say nothing about the old Belle Bill DeVoe song. And they talking about, and those boys was grown.
Yeah.
25, 26.
But so while we're talking about this, this underage 17, because I have friends who was in high school who got in trouble about messing with somebody else in high school.
What you mean?
Like 18-year-old.
Oh yeah, like a freshman.
A freshman.
Yeah, a senior and a freshman.
And so here we go. This is the views of Qiana, right? Nobody else. Is that if you don't want them to date, you don't put them in the same
area,
in the same schooling, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have
Wow.
This is how
I hear you now.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I
Like
hear you now.
these are still
It's
like
almost a setup.
it is because you're asking children to make grown up
You got to,
decisions at
yeah,
this point,
it's
and then
clutch, yes.
you don't know when you're in high school. A freshman see a senior and be like, "Oh, he fine. She beautiful." But and then now you tell them that they can't date because of the age gap. You know what I mean? And then honestly, it may be 3 years. It's 4 years. You know what I mean? That you're looking. That's the difference. And 3 and 4 years is not a big gap.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. Like the senior would be like 18 or 19, and then the freshman will be 13,
Not
14, or 15.
No, not 13.
15, 15,
14, 15.
Okay,
Let's say
15.
most
15,
most
14.
most of them about 15.
But by law, the 19 or the 18-year-old is breaking the law, and that's what they fall into when that situation takes place, because it is up to the discretion of the people who to turn them in.
Or whatever the case may be, you see people
you've
who
seen it before, and then some people go to jail for it, some people don't. It's just like it's crazy. I mean,
but like you
doesn't
be
make
saying,
sense.
it's the maturity level, right? They're still in a high school. You saying that, but then you're asking them to
Yeah,
make grown up decisions, and these people still need.
but you got to because that's what you're gonna be living with in life. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be able to segregate the young
They do. No,
adults
they
from
do.
the.
No. They can do whatever they want to do.
No, I'm just saying. I think it's preparing young adults or young children for life that you have to still follow these rules. It's just like it's like it is what it is. The rules you're gonna have to follow here is the rules you're gonna have to follow out there. So I might as well not baby you while you're in here. You know what I mean? I gotta let you know what's up. They gotta have some more conversations and sex ed and all that. They gotta have those conversations with them. But
join in this conversation 727-637-2416. I'm kind of on the fit. Like
you gotta get them ready. I mean,
you do got to
you
get them
18, 19, you have to. You can't play. It just can't be a game.
No. Let's see. Hold on. Caller, introduce yourself.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hold
Good
on, I
morning.
can't hear you.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Hold on.
Caller.
Yeah.
Hello, I can't hear you, caller. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there you go.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning, Yubi. How are you?
The issue be, listen, I feel where you coming from, Jabbar. Like you say, don't baby them, but see, kids ain't born as adults. They need time to mature. So you don't let somebody that is mature take advantage of somebody that ain't mature.
Hold on, hang up and call right back. Um, let's see. Hello, Yubi. Hello.
Is that the microwave beeper?
Yeah, that's
It's something I don't know, but go ahead.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's the maturity level, because somebody that is mature know exactly what they're doing to the person that's immature. Your younger son or younger child and your older child, that's two different levels of maturity. You expect one thing out of the older one that you don't expect out of the younger one.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say don't baby them, it ain't babying them. It's that they ain't to the level yet where they can handle that level of maturity. You're not gonna let your 5-year-old drive the car, but you might let your 17-year-old drive the car.
Right.
You ain't gonna look at the 5-year-old and say, "Well, I ain't gonna baby you. You're gonna have to learn how to drive one day." No, it's the level of maturity, and until you reach that level of maturity, and you know the person that know that level of maturity, like I tell lots of men, "Hey, bro, when you look at that little girl, you know that's a little girl. I don't care what you say, she said, you know she lying. You know she a little girl. Would you want somebody to do your people like that? It's all funny till it's yours. Till it's your daughter, till it's your niece, till it's your cousin. Then it's like, well, oh, no, we ain't going to do mine like that. No, we ain't going to do none of them like that. Now, once they reach a level of maturity, then you grown. Now, I expect you to make better decisions.
Sure.
I don't have to baby you. I don't have to hold your hand. But until you reach that level of maturity, I can't just throw you out there to the wolves.
You're right about that.
We got
You know
to take a break. It's at 8 o'clock
Okay.
hour, so we'll be back. Y'all stay tuned for Democracy Now. You are tuned into 99.1 Jams FM, Care Festa Radio, the new morning show, Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
And thank you,
Stick and
Yachty.
stay.
Debbie, we're gonna check this out too. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, stick and stay. We're gonna play a video. And we'll be back.
I'm Gareth.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Just brushing up on some of my favorite literary classics. Even if a page turner like this isn't up your alley, did you know our libraries offer so much more than classic books? There's also things like passes to local museums. You can download ebooks onto your Kindle device. And super cool things like a team gaming program. Visit your local library and see all it has to offer.
Agape Soul Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulboutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul Boutique today.
Welcome back. This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and I am Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And this is brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as.
See that?
And we are redefining
what's cool.
Because smart
is the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know. No.
Yes.
You know.
No. Take that. Okay, so on the last hour, we're talking about underage. We're talking about the industry, how the culture has changed, and a lot of stuff that was okay then is not okay now.
Okay.
And just trying to navigate this to see, because it's
real.
It's really real, and it's changing a lot of people's lives.
Yep, and it is a question that society just got to answer and grapple with. It's another one. And then sometimes I'm thinking, is this a distraction from what we really supposed to be watching? Is it to get us off base? You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, I have a lot of questions when you look at this. Another question I have too is because, again, the culture was different, right?
Yes.
A lot of stuff that was allowed then are definitely not allowed now. And not saying that it was right or wrong. It was different. It was the times then.
Yeah.
So there was a lot. So I hate to make this a black and white thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the listeners, listen, call in, chime in, text in, tell me how you feel about it. I really feel like it's more attack on the black community than anybody else. Hugh Hefner did a lot of the same things that we're accusing, the other black celebrities of doing, and he's been praised. He had a whole TV show on E, you know what I mean, with the Bunny Ranch. And at this time, I mean, it was still, they were of age, but he got young women and did this. And so I'm trying to see, where is the balance at? Like, I'm one of the people, if we're going to charge one, we're going to charge all.
Yeah. I mean,
and I know that situations are different, you know what I mean? But the way that is coming at everybody, you know what I mean? Like, you should have known better. But I felt like once people knew better, they stopped doing it. Some.
It's such a touchy situation. So, and just thoughts and prayers to any victims or anybody, and even, the perpetrators, because victimhood works both ways.
Right.
So a lot of hurt people. So
And a lot of people are targeting. Okay, so let's call a spade a spade. You have celebrities out there. Like I said, I went to the club. I was 17. I knew I was 17. Okay, I knew I was 17, and I knew that this was an adult guy who never I changed. Who, you know what I mean? And I would hate for somebody to get in trouble for something that I did, like I purposely did.
That's what I was talking about. Like when we was talking about the 17-year-old had been flued out, and like the parents, it was like at 17, it was kind of like my parents. What? Who are you talking about? You get what I'm saying? And shouldering responsibility for the things that I did. You get what I'm saying? And just accountability and ownership of what I did. It wasn't my parents' fault. It wasn't nobody else's fault who did it with me, who may have been older than me.
And I will tell you, we kind of said it, there is a difference between young women and young girls.
Yes. Oh, yes. And like you were saying, there is a difference between maturity and this. But one of the things that I was saying is there is no distinction of maturity in the jails, right? They have immature people in jail just as they have mature people in jail.
And they said, good morning. A few years ago, they snagged up a few of the white guys. I think that's when the Me Too movement started.
Thank you for that.
But I'm trying to say, because I think the
Bill Cosby was big.
No, so I was going to say the Me Too movement really did, if I could be wrong, started with attacking black men at first.
Yeah. I mean,
I do believe that, but I think they snagged up a couple.
They did though, and I'm glad for them putting that post in, because they did. They had got, the dude that was the producer. Then they got the dude who had the island that they say allegedly a lot of people be flying to his island to do.
I don't know. So I mean, honestly, all I can say is do your best to protect your children.
Yes.
But I do want so I'm one of the people that think that everybody needs to have some type of accountability. Oh
no, I heard you when you first said it. You was like, hey, and I agree, because honestly, it's one of those things where we have to change with the times. We can't be stuck with an old mindset in the new times, in the new era. So we have to progress with the progression. And sometimes some of them people didn't progress with the progression.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying.
Some of them stayed there. Some people stayed there, right? And they still felt like it was right. You know what I mean? Just like the drug epidemic. You know what I mean? When
Go ahead.
Go back to the 80s, and you know what I mean? They didn't know the effects. They knew that it was a drug and all this other stuff, and they didn't realize it was going to ruin their lives.
Yeah.
And then once you saw a big dip in it at one point where people, you had the DARE programs. They started to educate them and do a lot of other, educate people and change people's lives from the education from it. And then you could see where like the education has kind of stopped with it. You don't have the DARE program.
But it progressed because the new drug wasn't AKA crack. It was like a pill.
Right. So they changed the method.
You get what I'm saying?
Because if you don't do the crack, because you know what, like crack
can do to you. So
you're like, no, I'm not messing with crack.
But they educate you on what that pill will do.
Because it's something new. And so you be like, okay, let's do it. Like, boom, boom, it's the new fab. You kind of hop on the wave. Just like e-cigarettes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. Like you don't want to smoke cigarettes, but we'll give you these e-cigarettes. So it gives you kind of, and now you see the effect. Right. Now you get the
I mean, it's because I think didn't they ban e-cigarettes?
They're doing something with it. I don't know about the ban.
They're doing something with it. Okay.
They're doing something with it. I can't tell you what they're doing with it. If y'all know
like
what
they're
doing.
They banned the flavors.
Because they're supposed to be
targeting kids.
Targeting kids or something like that.
It was a kiddie target though. Like you got banana and grape flavor, whatever. You know what I mean? It do feel like a childish thing.
But grown-ups like banana and grape because they were still smoking them as well, not just children.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But
sure knew what they was doing.
I mean, so let's say that. So again, you targeted your marketing,
Yes,
and I mean, and so you know who you're trying to target, right? And when you put yourself in a position to target those people, then yeah, I think there is a problem with it.
I do too. We had some other news.
I hate when you do that, but go ahead.
That's my mind.
But go.
Be
It's
shifting
okay.
and
Go
fluttering.
ahead. So what's the other news, Jabbar?
The Republican debate.
Uh-huh.
It's been going down, y'all.
You been watching it?
No, I haven't.
So this
I want to know who else. I want to know if anybody.
So that's what I'm saying. You switch subjects on something you know nothing about.
Hey, just hold on. Because I want to see who's paying attention. Because to be honest, I have not watched it. I've seen some news clips here and there. You get what I'm saying? No, I have not watched the Republican.
So how you know it's going down?
Because of the news clip.
I seen news clips, right? I seen some news clips. It is kind of going down.
Yeah.
Donald Trump ain't studying none of them. He's still the front runner, and he won't.
Trump train is just
and he won't get into no debate.
It's so amazing. You have never seen nothing like this.
And he said he's
not debating them.
He said no, he's gonna let the second runner up shine. Like, let them figure out who's gonna be the second runner up. Cause I'm not getting in this dogfight. And honestly,
that is crazy.
No,
that should be disqualifying or something.
But honestly, he's not wrong for that, because look at his big old gap from everybody else. Like, why are you competing with somebody who has no competition with you at this? If you already hit
but no,
the finish line, but if there's a 30-40% difference between you and the next person. That's
not how presidential elections worked in the past.
Okay.
You usually have a debate between the top guy and the potential runner-up. So it's been plenty of races when the top guy did not make it to be president.
So has it always been like this big of a gap in between?
It kind of was.
Between who else?
It was Trump and it was like Jeb Bush. So when it first rolled out, Trump was like a 8%, like way down there.
But that was before he became president.
Yeah, but no, that's how he became president, because you had a Jeb Bush and these other guys debating him, and he was able to climb up the ladder. That's when he had all those one-liners where he was just saying, "Oh, blah 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 blah," and made memes, and he climbed the ladder that way.
But look,
now he like, no, y'all ain't gonna climb the ladder on me like that.
Because he's saying climb the ladder, and once
see me at the top.
See me at the top. That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
and honestly, for his PR team, it's a smart marketing, because he don't want to get and answer questions and get himself in trouble or say something
get him jammed up.
To get him jammed up, and then he possibly cannot run, because now
I don't think there's no stopping him from running.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think there is a law on the books that's going to stop him from running, and he's not stopping. I mean, even if he gets down to a very, very bad margin, he's just gonna say they cheated again.
Okay,
it's like a real deal. Cut a kid coloring book playbook, and either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna say you cheated, and then still say I won.
Yeah,
I won. You know I won.
And then people gonna be like,
yeah, he won. Y'all know he won. Y'all did it again. Did it again. We beating back at Washington. Beat me at Washington. They're gonna be on Telegram and all those apps. Beating at Washington again. Y'all watch.
We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be inauguration day, boy. It's gonna be a bunch of
So who
Trumpers.
do you think gonna be the person that goes against him?
It may be DeSantis. DeSantis looking strong, but then they say Nikki Haley been kind of poking her head up. So we gonna see. I think it might be DeSantis, and then I think Trump is going to pick DeSantis as a running mate.
DeSantis say that he's nobody's second.
They always say that. Like this is like the top of the tree type stuff, because George Bush didn't want to be second to Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was an actor. They ain't look at Ronald Reagan like serious until he won. When he won,
right?
That's why he picked Bush as a running mate, because Bush had the stature of
politician.
politics. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now they like and Bush wasn't nobody's second either, but he took that second seat. You get what I'm saying? Like even
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. I just want to say it. Joe Biden did the same thing with Obama.
Yeah.
And he wasn't no second seat type person either.
Yeah.
But then for the
do you see Biden winning this race?
I mean, he can. Biden not doing as bad as people think. Everything is bad. Don't get me wrong. It's because we have incurred a lot of debt. We gave a lot of money away, and so that's why all the prices went up because the companies,
gas is going down.
The gas is going down.
Okay,
but the companies really seen a way to make money, and then so what they did was now we got that kind of corporate inflation.
Yeah,
and they don't call it that, but that's really what we got. All those high prices ain't because of nothing.
Yeah,
they raised them and we're not taking them down. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a transportation crunch during COVID, and it was supply chain issues, and so y'all paying $2.50 now. I ain't finna take it back down to $1.50. It's gonna be $2.50, buddy.
I don't know,
and we're gonna keep making these profits, record profits.
Because people can't afford the $2.50.
Look it up, record profits. Look it up. Look up record profits, and then you're gonna see all the companies that's busting our head right now.
Duke Energy.
Everybody. They got the scalpel out and surgically busting our head.
So I mean, this is gonna be an intense election. I will tell you.
Yes, it's gonna be a tense election. It's gonna be a lot of local elections. There's gonna be a lot of city council races. I think it's gonna be some county commission races. It's gonna also be so this particular year, because people voted for the city charter for the elections to be at the same time as the presidential elections. So this is going to be something kind of new for like the local city elections, because usually it'll be like the off year.
And so, so how do you feel about that?
I think it may drive a stronger turnout. I think, and then I mean,
so I have mixed feelings about that too. It's probably going to drive a bigger turnout, but I also think that it's a possibility that they don't get the attention that they need, if that makes sense, because everybody's going to be overshadowed by the president election. So where everybody's following what the presidency is doing and not actually giving
the local a look.
Right.
I mean, but I think
we'll see what happens.
I think name recognition is going to be important in a race like this with so much going on. And as people vote down ballot, they're more or less just going to vote for the names that they recognize.
Right. So
like,
it's just,
you understand what I'm saying?
So you just need to get out there and make sure that your name is.
And some brands are already made, and some brands need to be made. You get what I'm saying? But I think it's going to come down, especially this year, because the president's election, then all the other elections that go along with that, it's so many. You get what I'm saying? And then probably earlier in January, we'll come back with the list.
Right.
And we'll talk about all the elections that's coming up. We'll talk about
it's a lot of them. And
it's a lot of them. And we're going to start talking about it early. Because a lot of people don't know that's how the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club was actually cemented and made. It was based on Amendment 4. We were looking to get the word out and teach people about the amendment that was coming at that time. And Don J, seen the urgent need for people to talk about it. And we came up with the concept, and that's how the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club was formed. So when this election stuff come, we're going to be talking about it a lot. We're going to also mix it with the entertainment. We're also going to mix it with the jokes in the lab. But we're going to seriously talk about, this next upcoming election year, because it's going to be important.
It's going to be important. Not just all the way to the top, but all the way down the ballot. All the way down, because we are building this house and we want a strong house.
All the way down.
Tony Wells says companies took a major loss during the pandemic. They are, recouping their losses through inflation.
Man, them people ain't lose nothing. Man, did you hear all the money them people gave out?
They gave out a lot of money.
And we got a couple thousand apiece. Them people got millions. People ain't lose nothing. Them people ain't lose nothing. Look up Google record profits and look at the news section. Just trust me.
And I'm gonna tell you
Google
what,
record profits and then go to the news and then look at all the companies that have not just since COVID, but all the way to like now. When they do they reports, man, these people are reporting profits out of this world.
right now they are. And then you know who really took the hit was the mom and pop companies.
Yep.
Those are major companies got bailouts. You
Yep.
know what I
Big
mean?
bailouts.
Yeah,
Big
they
boy.
were.
Every employee $25,000. Just imagine that. Just imagine
And-
that. So
and-
think about a big company that you think took a loss, and the American government gave them $25,000 for every W-2 employee they had.
And you know what? They didn't give that. They didn't give them 25,000.
No, a lot of people ain't get it because they ain't know about it. And
No,
they
I'm
still,
saying
you still can register for some of that money right now.
No, I'm saying the employees didn't get it.
No, the employees didn't. The employees kept getting their paycheck.
Right.
So that's why it was the PPP, Paycheck Protection Program.
Yeah.
So for every company that did participate in the PPP, they were eligible to like 24,000 every employee that they had a W-2 on. And like the first round, they just shot them a check. They ain't even have to apply
Well,
for
now
it.
you got the ERC.
Now,
The ERC, and there's
man.
companies that's getting millions for it and
on.
things like that.
And ERC was phase 2 or 3. So phase 1, I'm telling you, people with the big bankroll just got a influx.
Mm-hmm.
Here go. Straight
so
to
this, I mean, if it
account.
doesn't teach you anything else, get your business right. Now, all jokes aside, let's talk about like get your business right. File your taxes for your business.
Yes.
If you have people working
Don't
for
take
you,
a loss every year.
if you're
don't take a loss. Every year can't be a loss year, y'all. You got to turn some profits to be profitable.
And even when you have people working for you, like give them a W-9. Let them fill it out. They're responsible for their taxes, but then that's something that you can show during tax time. Because then you would have been eligible at that point to do the ERC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
You know, they got payroll businesses. There's a lot of nationals and there are local ones.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a payroll business, or a person hire. I don't want to say it wrong, and so they'll make your payroll for you.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And so that's even how you pay yourself. So like, let's say you get a large influx of cash, instead of taking the money out, because sometimes that's improper.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So what you got to do is put yourself on a payroll, go to one of these payroll agencies.
Mm-hmm.
They have local ones and national ones. You get what I'm saying?
APD.
ADP.
Oh,
I ain't want to say no names.
I would say
I don't know no locals to say their name. Then Qiana Rocco used to do.
I don't
payroll.
know, but
Nancy do payroll. Nancy do payroll. One of y'all do payroll.
Nancy do everything.
Nancy do payroll, or Qiana do Rocco do payroll.
KRE Business Solutions, which is Kenyatta.
Yep. Thank you. Because honestly, this is how you start that paperwork trail that you need to qualify for the loans, to qualify for the emergency assistance, to qualify for a lot of things. You have to have that payroll and that W-2. See, if you have 3 to 4 W-2 employees, then it kicks in. Something kicks in. If you only got 1 or 2, you still good, but it don't kick in yet. If you hear a lot of financial advisors, they'll tell you to put your children on payroll through the payroll service.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then
we gotta have somebody come in and talk about it.
Let's talk
about this because also you need money. The internet is really important. You don't realize you need some type of internet visibility.
No, listen, you're right. I was just talking about this last night at Social Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things is, a lot of times, people have, let's say it's 3 things required, and they'll have 1 or 2 on, but never the whole 3. And so let's say 1 is talent, that 2 is like manager and a team.
Yeah.
And then 3 will be your advertisement.
Yeah.
Or somebody have advertisement but don't have the management or the talent.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm just
because you see somebody with mean marketing, with no talent, and you be like,
and they on top.
But then it's something.
I'm gonna tell you one, Sexy Red. Listen, the girl got a team behind her. They all stars.
Mm-hmm.
These are not like just the average ordinary people behind her. You get what I'm saying? Okay. In other news,
We don't got Trey.
Okay, you gonna talk about Sexy Red?
I mean, I ain't got nothing really to say about. I don't really got to really talk about Sexy Red to me. Like, I mean, obviously,
You got to talk about it to me.
we don't have to talk about Sexy Red. Sexy Red. I mean, listen.
I'm just saying, people with excellent marketing. She has an amazing team. I'm not knocking her. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm just saying the team she has behind her has helped her see the success she's seen.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
in other news.
Okay, so how you say in other news?
In other news, we have a young lady, and this is old news, but this lady tried to set fire to Martin Luther King house.
Oh, we didn't talk about this. You read about
the
that.
woman was arrested for attempting to burn down the birth house of Martin Luther King. A woman has been arrested after she was allegedly caught attempting to pour gasoline on the birth home of Martin Luther King in Atlanta.
I saw that video.
On Thursday, December 7th, Atlanta police responded to a report of vandalism at King's home per USA Today. A 26-year-old woman was initially stopped pouring gasoline on the home by two tourists from Utah who interrupted her. Off-duty NYCPD police officers detained the woman before local police could arrive.
Yeah, no, and she was black.
Yeah.
She was black. She was 26, and I think she was she was in the military. Like she was.
Let me link this to the past. All the black people didn't like Martin Luther King then, right? Martin Luther King came up with fierce resistance from other black people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised that a black person would vandalize or burn the house down. I wouldn't. A black person stabbed him. I think a black person killed his mama. I mean his daddy. I mean his mama at the church. See, I don't know. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised what a crazy Negro would do. A deranged Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the most dangerous things on earth. Is a deranged Negro.
Okay.
I'm just saying. What you think? It's not. What's more dangerous?
We got a caller. Hold on 1 second. Hello, caller. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name.
Hello. I don't think I can hear you, caller. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Hey, caller. Introduce yourself.
Hey, how you doing? My name Uber Pack.
Hey, Uber Pack. Where you calling from?
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Okay, tell us about yourself, Uber Pack.
I'm 101. I'm a last of a dying breed when it comes to music.
Okay. So this is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Now tell us a little bit about your music.
Okay, my music is, like I said, I'm 101. You just have to check me out.
Okay.
I mean, I love to jump on samples, like any old school, like Computer Love, anything like.
So you're a singer?
Right now.
Are you a rapper or a singer?
I rap, but I can sing, but I don't really sing. I melodize.
Okay. You harmonize it. Okay.
So can I have a question? If I put you on the spot, can you give us like 16, give us some bars, but it got to be clean because we are on the radio.
Some clean bars?
Yeah.
There's no beat. Acapella.
Yes.
Acapella. Let's see.
I mean, I don't have, if you can.
Do we got a topic or this?
No, just you. What you got? Give us what you got. Give us the Uber Pack, man.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. So look, it's Uber Pack. I'm the type to Uber. Here she Uber back. A bunch of rats. She love me. I'm her favorite snack. Dip and dab. The money in my gym bag. I can't really say too much because it's clean, but
that's right. So let me ask you this, because
I do exist.
The name Uber Pack is so original.
So,
yeah, that's the 101.
Yeah,
okay.
So tell me about the Uber Pack.
So Uber Pack, listen, do you hear the beep, 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 beep,
hang up and call right back.
Hang up and call right back. Hold on.
All right. The Uber Pack. So big shouts out to the artists, man. So you artists, if you got music, if you want to connect with Qiana. Qiana can get you on the show and we can hear your music. You can tell us more about yourself. We got Uber Pack coming back in. Uber Pack, you there?
Yep. I'm here.
Yes. So tell me how you get the name Uber Pack, how that came about, man.
So Okay, I used to play the game a lot as a kid. I was football in the game. So I had a friend on the game, and his name was, his gamer tag was like, it was like Uber Pack. And more of the story, he got off the game and never used it again. So I'm like,
Let me get
Uber
that.
Pack. I took the name, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me get that.
Take that. So, how long have you been doing music, Uber Pat?
I say since I was like 16. I'm 21 now.
Okay. Good stuff.
Now, are you doing shows locally? Are you about to get ready to do like a tour? Because I know this is probably part of your promo, hitting the radio stations and stuff like that.
Right. I don't have any shows lined up right now, but I'm open for booking. And like, I just got back from Houston. I went down there, got on the radio. I couldn't make it to Tampa in person, but I'm gonna come. I'm coming.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
when
right.
you come, let us know. We'll bring you on the station. Now, tell us, how could the people listening find you?
Oh, just go anywhere and look up Uber Pack. Like I said, it's 101. I'm on everything.
That's right.
2 weeks ago, like I went to Houston. I told them I was gonna get it done. I'm on Apple. I'm on anything you can look me up on. Look up Uber Pack. I'm on there.
Okay, and what's your single?
Like a single, like a favorite single.
Yes.
I would say Uber Pack in my head.
Uber Pack in my head.
In my head.
Okay.
All right, Uber Pack, man. Thanks for calling the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. Let other artists know this is the spot for independent artists on the radio. We on 99.1 Jams FM in Tampa Bay, and we also on Facebook, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So tap in.
Okay, I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. And if you want to leave the people with one thing, what would you tell them?
Anything you want to do, you can do it. Last year I didn't have nothing at all. I got more than I'm thankful. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in, Uber.
Hey, man, that's Uber Pack, man.
Yeah.
Tighten up, man.
You guys.
Yes, sir. I'm really rocking with the Uber Pack, man. And yeah, if you are an independent artist, man, if you know any artist, man, get with Qiana, man. Y'all can get on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Y'all can be on 99.1 FM, the FM dial. So yes, Festival Radio. We got an open arm and open door policy for all independent artists, singers, rappers, poets, musicians, producers, managers. If y'all in the music, we in the music.
And just entertainment.
Period. Comedians.
Forget entertainment. Just if you want to get on here and talk about your business. If you're having events, and while we're talking about events, everybody better go ahead and get your tickets for the Christmas Pajama Jammy Jam.
Ooh, the Pajama Jammy Jam. What happened to the distillery?
It was postponed.
Okay. Forget that then. So we don't got to talk about it. So the Pajama Jam is where it's at. And you know what?
It's the 21st. It's a Thursday night.
I done got me some pajamas.
Okay.
Remember, I was giving you a hard time.
You was.
I got me some polos.
Okay.
I mean, nice polo pajama set. I be styling and profiling.
Right, and then we're also doing a Christmas drive doing that. So
bring a toy.
Bring a toy. We're actually adopting families. We're gonna have a list of stuff. You're not obligated to buy the list that's on there.
You ain't gotta buy that.
But you know, but they're gonna be grateful for whatever you bring.
That's good. Y'all got some families already.
We do. We have family of 6 as one. We have Louise Graham Center.
Okay.
That we adopted the whole center, and these are
big shouts out to the Louise Graham Center.
Yes, and this is
and all the work they do.
So it's so funny. I went in there, and they was like, "We love to see you."
For real?
Because you know,
you coming with it. You coming with it. You bringing a bag.
You know what? I believe in giving and also. So the one thing is, I believe in you can't outdo God, right? And if you take care of God's people,
you can't outdo God.
You can't outdo God, and if you take care of God's people, He's gonna take care of you.
Listen.
As long as it's from the heart. And I feel like if I'm blessed, I need to be a blessing to someone else. And even if I don't have what I think I should have,
I still can bless you.
I can still bless you because God has never left me hanging.
So, and I want to talk. I'm glad you're talking about this, right? And bringing this up, because this is something you don't have to be in the perfect position to help or be an asset to your community. Because sometimes what we do is, well, I got to wait till I get myself right before I can do this. And that's true. You do have to take care of yourself first and make sure you and your family good.
Mm-hmm.
But as you do that, you can also contribute as you do it, just as well. Not either or, but all of the above. Because it's people in need, man. I got like two big ones. I want to say big shots out to Where Your Helmet at and the Toy Drive, the Lake Foundation, Aaron McFarley, Crunk Coco. They're doing a sponsor a child in the Child's Park area, right? I got the flyer right here. I'll put the flyer.
When is it?
It's no date on there, but we'll say we're trying to get it all by the 15th to 20th or something. I don't know. We're trying to do
so
something.
It's no date. So I mean, honestly,
I ain't got the date. If Coco or Aaron somewhere out there, please, because the date ain't on the flyer. I'm just really reciting the flyer because we also Charles Park is also gonna have an event, but I can't see it.
Okay, so here we got tickets for the Christmas Pajama Jam. Come out 21st. It's gonna be at Savant. DJ, so it's gonna be a whole vibe. So we'll put the link out there. Make sure you show up and show out for our community. How about that? Do we have an Ask Qiana?
Yes, we do.
Okay, let's do the Ask Qiana.
Hi, Qiana. I've been dating an amazing girl and recently discovered that she had a challenging past with drug addiction and engaged in the streets based activities, including prostitution, to support her habit. I'm really trying to be understanding and supportive, but the knowledge of her past is affecting me. How can I work through it? My feelings, and build a strong foundation for our relationship despite her difficult revelations. I didn't feel revelation should have been right there.
Okay.
But they having trouble with the past of the drug addiction, the street based activities, including prostitution, and to support her habit. He want to know what to do.
Well, I'm going to say this: everybody has a past, and everybody's past is not
The same.
It's not the same, and it's not always beautiful, right? The fact that she overcame it and she can talk about it and be
Yes.
honest with you, she was vulnerable enough and trust you enough to tell you about it.
Mm.
So she felt like it was a safe space, right? She's not there.
No, he said he found out. He discovered. Discovery.
Okay.
It was a discovery. So what discovery mean is I discovered. She came to me with it.
No, but I don't think. Where you see discovery at?
Discover.
Where you see that at? I didn't hear that.
I've been dating an amazing girl and recently discovered.
Okay, so that means she might have recently told her.
Maybe.
And she's an amazing girl, right?
She might be.
I know you is not.
That's somebody should have told her. Somebody should have told her.
Lord, be with me. Take the wheel. I cannot make this stuff up in this studio.
Somebody should have told her. I don't know you ain't.
No, but you know what? So all jokes aside, is that sometimes people have to do what they got to do to get.
That's real.
That's
real. No judgment.
No, this is no judgment. That we don't know what position she was put in and why she did that. But what you do know is that she's a great girl. Amazing girl. That he said it. And he said his feelings are strong. Yeah, now, I hope that with the prostitution and everything else that y'all went and got tested. You know what? And so anybody out there looking for HIV tests, I give them out.
Yes.
For free.
Yes.
For free.
Yeah, at home HIV test, the best kind, because what you can do is you can find out yourself, what's going on. And your partner, and it's a partner share thing. You can be like, baby, here go mine, here. Well,
y'all can do it together.
That's what I mean.
Y'all can, because it takes 15 to 20 minutes to get your results at home. I mean, that's something that you need to do. To be honest, listen, everybody has a past. As long as she overcome it, that's just like, are you supposed to if you got in trouble with the law,
would you want somebody to hold it against you?
Right, especially if you made the changes. If she's not still struggling with drugs, doing prostitution now, should she still be held to that same standard? Should you still be looking down to her because that's what she did at that point in time? Because again, she is did a turnaround.
So
what's your thoughts on
my first thought is like when he started, it's an amazing girl. So I mean, you got you somebody amazing, and maybe because she was into those things is what made her an amazing person. You don't know what people went through to get to be who they are, and sometimes the people who've been through those heavy struggles, those be the people that be the most solid, that be the amazing people because they done seen the struggle from many different angles. So your girl seasoned, man.
You be saying,
hope you like seasoning, partner.
You be saying her past isn't for you, but her present seems to be for you. Continue in your future.
I mean, like I said, sometimes the things we went through is what make us who we are. So sometimes those things is drug addiction, prostitution, robbing, whatever. Some of those things are baked into the cake, and then so
I'm
it's a
gonna
good
say
person on the other side.
I remember a pastor, right, saying this. You talking about I did drugs, so I was a prostitute, so God so loved the world
that he gave his only begotten son.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want me to tell you, so what about the past?
Yeah.
So what? Everybody has a past. That's all I gotta say. Like, so what about the past? As long as it's not dictating your future right now.
So what this letter seems to me,
Go ahead.
I think it means you have to have a conversation with that amazing person you with. You can't try to do this in isolation. You can't write Qiana. You get what I'm saying? You got to talk to her about her past.
And this is the question
and
I have for future. You. Is it her past that bother you, or the knowledge that other people know her past?
And that's pride. That's a pride thing. That's something, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can deal with inside of the conversation. Because honestly, when people do things for money, that means a lot of other things aren't in place. So that's one of the things that I look at personally. When I see somebody doing something strange things for a piece of change, I know that there's some things missing inside of that life that's missing. You get what I'm saying? Because that struggle life, like, you know what I mean? That survival mode. And people just gotta realize some people living in survival mode right now. Their whole approach to life is straight survival mode. How to get this, how to go there, and then that makes you a certain type of person.
Right, it does. It sometimes puts you in, especially if you don't have a support system.
Yep.
To
that's
help
one of the
you.
things I'm talking about. That's missing when you see
when
that happening. Yep.
When you don't have a support system, and then you're stuck on your own to figure it out, and your back is against the wall, and it's either sleep outside and don't eat, or you know what I mean, go to this guy house, you know what I mean, or do something like that.
Yeah.
So I really sit down, have a conversation with her. But again, ask yourself, is it her past that bothers you, or is it that people know her past that bothers you?
Check your temperature. That's
right,
what
because
really saying. Yeah, check your temperature.
You check it, because that's just like know
what's really bothering you about this.
Right. Because
is it that she did it, or is it that people know she did it?
Because it doesn't change the wonderful girl that you're dating. The girl that you dated and you fell in love with is the version that you fell in love with.
Don't worry about it. People want her anyway, so you don't worry about that.
And I will tell
don't you worry about that.
And if somebody told you about her past, listen, you lose a good girl. One of them gonna scoop up. You hear me?
Listen, I'm telling you that it ain't that many good ones out there. Why you better work your issues out. But that's why I say, go talk to her. Bring it, put it on the table, and see where y'all land.
Right, and that's all I can say about you. Just like Jabbar say, check your temperature with it and see, is it you that really have a problem or the idea of everybody else knowing about it, because that's just kind of like the how many people you slept with comment. Does it really matter?
Yes. In other news,
Do you say yes and then leave on?
in other news,
Oh no, not in no other
in
news.
other news,
I think it only matters to like
men.
no, it don't. Young, I think it matters to little boys.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, hey,
Because are you really asking somebody
I wouldn't. I wouldn't ask, but it matter. I wouldn't. I don't know 'cause I don't want to know.
there you go.
You heard that song? That got a song.
So if you don't want to
They got a
know,
song.
if you don't want to know, then that means that you're not
No,
asking.
that don't mean it don't matter.
Oh my god!
See, it matters so much. I want to know.
Or whatever. So while we're talking about, go ahead.
Hey, look, hold on. Small business. It's local business because I don't believe in small business. Every business is a big business. You know why? Because you had the audacity to go out on business. I'm wearing an amazing jacket that was made by Jabari Reed. So this is a piece of art. Hold on, y'all. Huh?
Okay, I like it. I like
you know what I'm saying? It's a piece of art, and for those who are on the radio that can't see, it's an amazing trench coat that got art, words, and just amazing stuff all up and down. And big shots out to Jabari Reed. Eye bombs. Look him up. He's an amazing artist. I want to give that shout out because I love the jacket. It fit me. It's like
They say it's nice.
thank you. I mean, listen, the man's so amazing. I went into an event with it on.
Don't hit the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went into an event with it on, and it was just like I shouldn't have had this on. I really supposed to have on like my slacks and stuff. I had my little ski mask on.
Which they banned in Philadelphia.
They need to ban them here.
So as you got them on,
I got them on. So
they
I can,
banned them in
so
certain
I can
places.
bump the law.
Oh, don't
give us another one to break.
No.
Listen, they need to stop that. That was like they was gonna fine people for having low pants. I bet Philadelphia did that too. Bet you Philadelphia got to stop and frisk. So some of these laws and ordinances that are made can and often do violate the constitutional rights of the people that they're being perpetrated on. But it becomes normal society, like the stop and frisk that was in New York. That was normal. They got thousands, if not millions, of people locked up behind the stop and frisk just to come back and say it was unconstitutional. So you know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want, Philadelphia. Y'all got more problems than the shiesty mask. And the shiesty mask ain't start y'all problems. And but what that be is, that's how you get attention. So somebody who want to be elected or be known for something, okay, let's put a fine on people with low pants who had their pants sagging. Yeah, we're gonna fine them $200. They already poor. What we gonna fine them for?
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are you talking about? That okay. I'm gonna step back off that. We got some events that people want us to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
The community reentry experience.
Yes.
This will be happening at the Foundation for Healthy St. Pete this week, December 12th, 2023. That's tomorrow.
Yes.
At 12 noon for the Center for Health Equity.
What's the address?
2333 34th Street. 2333 34th Street, South St. Pete, Florida. It look like a 5, but it's 3. I just know it's a 3.
Yeah, you know it's a 3.
If you would like to register, please call 727-493-7117. That's 727-893-7117.
Or go to D7 Speaks.
Or go to D7 Speaks and register. So the panelists will have Mark Mahoney, Director and Office for Reentry, Florida Department of Corrections. So Mark Mahoney, this is like the corrections people, like, and this is based on some work. You know what I'm saying? Big shots out to Brother John. He will be on the channel, council member for District 7. That's Brother John. I want to say Dr. John. Come on now. I don't know now. Brother John. Judith Scully, law professor at Stetson College. Big shots out. Anthony Williams, voice of the people. And then it will be moderated by Rochelle. Yeah, Rochelle. I don't want to say her last name wrong. Alien.
Don't say it.
See, that's why I said Rochelle.
If you don't know it, don't say it wrong. But it's some good stuff.
Rochelle, Oprah. Rochelle, just the name.
Just the first name?
Yes, community reentry experience. And this is for CEOs. This is for caseworkers. This is for, people that are working in the field. So you can experience what a reentry is, what it feels like to come out of prison. So you'll be able to. So if you're a hiring manager, right? If you are, and y'all hire returning citizens, if you are a manager and your department hires returning citizens,
or if your department don't hire,
come on. If you don't,
come out so that you could see and maybe you may rethink and start to hire them, because everybody who had an ugly past do not mean that they have an ugly future.
We just talked about that with baby girl,
right? And so because people change, and just think, if people judged you for your 21-year-old self and now you're 40, you might not be hired. You might not be in the relationship that you're in right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Please. Because it's growth. So, and I mean, I think everybody should get a chance. Go ahead.
No, right. Everybody should have a second look. So, so this is from the office of the St. Petersburg City Councilman, Brother John Muhammad. Community reentry experience tomorrow at noon. Foundation for Healthy St. Petersburg. Come out, experience the re-entrance.
Yes.
Re-entry.
Jabbar, can I tell you, Jabbar, you are one of a kind. I will promise you that they cannot duplicate you. There's no cloning Jabbar.
No cloning Jabbar. They clone Tyrone, but they can't clone Jabbar. Okay.
No.
Child's Park Neighborhood Association meeting every third Tuesday will be coming up this Tuesday. It's the third Tuesday?
Okay.
No, it's the second Tuesday. Tuesday next. Third Tuesday. We're gonna have our holiday party. Big shots out to the whole board. Vice President Sister Muhammad, Vice President Sierra Clark, and the whole board, Child's Park Neighborhood Association, and big shots out to Brian for he being voted president of Kimball Park Neighborhood Association. Y'all know Big B from Cold Box. He is now president of Kimball Park. My bad. Kimball Park Neighborhood Association, and we're gonna look to stretch our arms across town and hold hands and bring our community together. We had a small conversation about it at the holiday party at Urban. And I'm very excited to see, what magic we can make, on both sides of town, So it's amazing. It's gonna be big.
All right. So if you have your final thoughts, because it's the end of the show.
It can't be the end already.
It's already the end.
Hey man, give me 10 more minutes.
No, we don't have 10. Right. Do you know why? Because Sister Hughes.
You gotta lose your shoes with Sister Hughes.
She's coming.
She's got all around the room.
Yes. And so we cannot take up her time because
it ain't right.
Nope, it ain't.
It ain't right. So yeah, man, big shots out. Like I say, my final thoughts is big shots out to Social Sundays. Big shots out to Naps, man, the whole team. Cranston Cumberbatch, we filming right now, Agent X3. So y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of good work coming up. And it's the end of the year, man. Let's finish strong. Let's go hard, go home.
Yes, the year's almost over with. Be the change you want to be or see. Write down those 5 things. I ain't gonna elaborate. Y'all already know how I feel about that.
Okay.
Get your tickets for the Christmas Pajama Jam. This is the last event of the year that we're throwing. Harold Buchanan Experience, Mitchum Services, Jerish Martin, Story 727. Come adopt a family. Be involved. Come party for a purpose. We're definitely trying to make sure that our community has what they need for this holiday and put smiles not only on the kids' faces, but the parents' face. A lot of people do toy drive. This is an essential drive for the entire household. Not just for the kids, it's for the parents too, because they work hard to make sure that their kids get what they need. And we want to make sure that they feel good and appreciated as well. And that's from 7 to 11 on the 21st. All right, that's next Thursday. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Qiana.
I am the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we are out.